Hey friends, welcome to another episode of the making of retreat, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, I am Ashley Joves,
And I'm Collin Al-Samarrie.
and we are looking at the camera right there. So Colin, it's Friday.
Mhm.
It's Friday, May 12th, 9:15 a.m. Colin is over at my house and we are doing our planning because what do we have coming up in September of this year, Colin?
Less than 6 months, just over 5 months. Retreat 2024.
Retreat 2024, guys. And it is going to be at the incredible Four Seasons in Vail, Colorado. I've never been to Vail, but according to what all the rich people say who have, it's amazing.
Yeah. I
So,
mean, that's all you ever hear about is how bougie it is, right?
so my standard of bouginess is if it's good enough for our Four Seasons to plant a location. And also my just super sidetrack. When I look at neighborhoods, if they have a Whole Foods, you know it's going to be a good neighborhood. Or if they have or a Lululemon.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Lululemon, Whole Foods, and Four Seasons. So
That's the standard.
yeah, that is the standard.
Wait, I don't think that Sonoma or Napa, do they have those? But they have wine.
They have
Lots of
wine.
wine. So
And everybody knows that wine country in California,
yeah.
you can't beat it. So this is actually going to be super exciting for us because it is our first out of state retreat. How are you feeling about that, Colin?
I don't think that it's sunk in yet
Yeah.
because yeah, I
We've
haven't
had so much.
yeah, in the dental office and we've been planning the retreat and whatnot, but like some of the nitty-gritty little details haven't set in. Like how do we get all our stuff to Vail and little things like that, the little details.
So if you want a discount on the ticket and you live close to Vail, we will be using your address. And I'm totally serious. If you are listening to this and you live in Colorado and you are willing to help us out, you will be handsomely rewarded. Just message us. And
Please.
That is serious as a heart attack because I think when you're ordering swag or you're sending things over, even the hotel there's only a limited amount of time prior to the event that they will house your things.
Correct.
So you have to time it so that the swag gets finished, not too early, not too late, but right on time.
Yep.
So this is going to be interesting, but
I think it's all going to be shipped to us here and then we're going to ship it there.
So double shipment.
Okay. Because yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of a control freak like that.
I didn't realize.
Like, what if the swag comes in and it's not right? And it's already in Vail. Here you go. I don't know.
Well, I mean, one, you definitely are a control freak, which is one of the reasons why I love you, because you make sure that all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. And if you are a previous attendee of the retreats, you know how amazing every little detail is. And that is because of girl Colin behind the scenes, guys. No detail is too small. And that is one of the reasons why we've won best conference and we're only 2 years in, and
that's so crazy to me.
Yeah. And we'll be posting more about the actual event in the group, but you guys, because you are a loyal listener of the podcast, you're getting a sneak peek. And today we're doing a planning sesh. So if you hear some noises in the background, it's because this was completely unplanned. We are discussing lots of different things, including like excursions and all of that. So you guys are going to be a fly on the wall for today's meeting.
So exciting.
Yeah. And in fact, what do we have going on at 10 a.m. today? So in like 40 minutes.
Yeah. So today we've had all our introductions to the team that's going to help us unveil at the Four Seasons, but this is going to be the actual first face-to-face meeting with anyone. In the past, we've always gone and scouted locations,
Yeah.
met the, events coordinators, the general managers of these hotels. And so far it's just been over email communication with all these people, which is great. You kind of already feel like you know them,
Right.
but I actually have no idea what they look like. So this is going to be the first, just being able to like spitball how this looks. Because we already have, that's the vacuum in the background, if you can hear it. We already have the itinerary set. We already know like the locations and the rooms and the time frames, but now it's kind of just starting to plan some of the fun stuff, actually.
And to dovetail off of what Colin just said, so the first retreat was in Napa, the second was in Sonoma, which is only an hour and a half away from us. So it was something that I actually really miss, that we can just go take a drive to wine country, meet all of the different winemakers and all of the event coordinators, and physically tour the spaces, because photos, as you guys know, it can never do it real justice.
Right. Totally.
So we've been looking at photos for a while about Vail, but to actually be there in person, I think is it's gonna be so different.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know, but I'm very last minute. Did you know that?
I did not.
Yeah.
That's weird. Are you?
I mean, I kind of, but
spur of the moment.
Spur of the moment, fly by the seat of my pants. I really want to see if we can get like a trip, just like a quick one night.
Hold
Is that
on.
wrong? Like, can we just
We
go?
haven't started planning this.
I know.
And then we kind of cut that out of the plan just because we have
our schedules are nuts.
Our schedules are nuts in the office. And but I mean, I'm down. I'm always down for a night or two.
I just
out of state.
I mean, when we're hosting something that, like we put our hearts and souls into the planning of this, and it is like we're very hands-on. Like this, it's just me and Brian like doing this. So I really want to see what we're going to be hosting. And obviously this is one of the reasons why we are throwing it at the Four Seasons, because if we're gonna do something out of state, we're gonna make sure it's gonna be at the caliber that we've come to expect. So the next stop is out of country. I'm gonna give her a heart attack.
Let's be another out of state.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So so we have a hard stop in about 40 minutes, but we're starting to plan the days. So the dates are September 19th to 20. Is it 21 or 22?
21.
We're calling it 21, but everyone's going to stay until Sunday, the 22nd. And it is happening in September because, as you guys know, September is known for September because it quite literally is probably one of the slowest months. And if you're out there and your numbers are killing it, we don't need to hear about it.
Pipe down in the back.
Down in the back for the lowly mortals, for the mere mortals. September is notoriously slow because it's back to school. Everyone spent their money on vacations over the summer. So we want to give you something to look forward to in September, and we're also making it weekend. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
It's so loud. So this year too, we're not doing like a Tuesday, Wednesday sort of situation. It's you fly in on a Thursday, have welcome reception Thursday. Part of the retreats on Friday.
All right, we had to take a momentary pause. The vacuum was just it was a bit loud.
Right next to us.
Like right next to us.
We tried pretending like it wasn't there, but it was.
Yes. So where did we leave off?
I think we were talking about the dates.
Oh yes. So
and kind of the setup of it.
Yes. So September 19th to 21st.
Mhm.
So everyone's gonna fly in on Thursday,
Mhm.
Thursday morning, ideally, and then relax at the Four Seasons, check out the venue,
Yeah.
lay in bed. I mean, it's mountain luxury.
Yes.
So
And that time of year is supposed to be just gorgeous.
yeah.
Right before the snow comes.
Yeah.
I don't do
And
well
all
in the
the cold.
cold. So right before the snow comes, and apparently like all the green and yellow leaves on the trees. It's gonna be
Yeah.
gorgeous.
We're gonna have so many cocktails and s'mores
Oh, by the fire pit?
by the fire
Yeah,
pit.
I love it.
Yeah. So that is on Thursday.
Mhm.
And then that night we're going to have a welcome reception and to be announced. So
Correct.
we're going to look at the venues. We have quite a few already.
We have the venue for that.
Oh, just kidding.
Yeah.
This is a
That's at
good
the Four
conversation.
Seasons.
Oh, where's the venue?
At the Four Seasons.
Oh, it is at the Four
Yeah, it's
Seasons.
in one of the like pretty areas there with like tall tables, appetizers, cocktails, that kind of thing.
Can you tell I have been planning this with Colin? Okay, so
We have it because that makes it easy
Easy.
too for people traveling in. You can check in, especially if people can't get an early flight from wherever they're going
yeah,
or coming from. So it's just, you'll get your room, just go downstairs.
just go downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is Thursday, and I do want to say so. Now doing this or having done this twice.
Yeah.
The second time, the first day, when everybody saw each other for the first time who attended, it really did feel like a reunion.
Yeah.
Everyone was so excited. Not to say though, that even the newbies, the people who have not attended ever,
Yeah.
people were like chanting names out and they were instantly welcome. So if you are coming for the first time or if you're a returning visitor, you're gonna feel like you found your family,
Your peeps.
and I know, as cheesy as that sounds, you don't know until you experience it in person. Like, this group is incredible and so close.
This group is great.
Yeah.
I love them so much.
So fun.
It
So
was
fun.
funny after the reception, because I think the reception was only like 6 to 8 or something last year. Yeah. And so it was like in right next door to where the meeting room was.
Yeah.
And somehow we all moved into the meeting space, even though we weren't really supposed to be in there. And everyone stayed for like 2 more hours.
Yeah.
People were buying wine bottles from the lobby of the hotel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and bringing them into the meeting space and just continuing to hang out in there. It was a lot of fun. No one wanted to go to their rooms and hang out, even though they had just traveled all day.
It's so true.
Yeah.
Like, every day of our retreat, which was pretty much a week long.
Yeah, it was from sun up to sundown.
People did not want to leave each other's company, which is so cool.
And then you go out at night until 2 a.m. at
that's you guys,
little dive bar in town.
Oh my gosh. We can talk about the fecal.
Oh, poor Prior, if you're listening to this.
Oh, Brandon. So we have stories.
Yeah. I have video.
You have there you go. Okay, so back to this year's retreat. It is, I presume it's going to be very similar in just in feel, I think. And even though we have moved it to the mountains, it's going to be like,
it's a lot of the same stuff, but also things that I think we've learned from the past 2 years and everything people loved about it, things that didn't quite work out. Everything worked out, but things that could have been done differently, I guess, just to make it even a better experience. I think that's what we're trying to do every year. It's hard to top, but there's little things, little changes, for example, okay, so moving on to Friday, the setup, breakfast, speakers, activities. It's going to be so much fun. Last 2 years have been wine tasting,
right?
But now we're going to the mountains. So we have other activities planned for everyone.
Should we already give them kind of a sneak peek?
Is it whitewater rafting?
Oh my gosh. So we are looking into, so I had mentioned rafting, but if you've met me or Colin, you know that we're not exactly outdoorsy. So if it is a white rafting experience, it's not going to be like level 5 or whatever
No.
that is. No, it's going to be like
Yeah.
a baby rafting experience. We also looked into lunch with llamas.
Oh man. Y'all, if this was like a group of 10 people,
Yeah.
for sure that would be the activity we were doing.
We need to describe this experience. Okay, first, you're gonna meet your tour guide with a llama.
Mhm.
You're going to, is it you ride the llama?
I don't think
You
so.
don't ride the llama?
I didn't actually get that far into looking into it. I just saw lunch with llama and said, I'm in.
I feel like
If
you
you
ride it,
go,
no? No.
this is such a tangent, but if you and I and like Brian go, like we're gonna go earlier in the week. I
Yeah.
think we need to book
We
a
need-
lunch with llama.
We need a, so this llama is going to take you to a very picturesque area, and then there's a picnic. And
How cute.
yeah, you have like incredible views
Yeah.
and llamas.
So maybe if people want to experience
Yeah.
that, like when they stay on Sunday, they can do it.
Yeah. You know, you want a llama.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Um,
Oh man. And
but
what else?
I don't think those two options are what we're trending towards. We're looking into more outdoorsy sort of
Like hikes.
and
Yeah.
excursions, guided ones, picnics, and just the gorgeous mountains. Like, how do
Yeah.
you beat that?
You really can.
Mm-mm.
And we're also looking into a scavenger hunt.
Yes. Like Amazing Race
Like
kind
an
of
amazing
style.
race,
Yeah.
and we can even have it be like there'd be a prize
Of course.
because I know how competitive
Yes.
these people will get. So
You want to be on our team because we're gonna win.
oh, we're so gonna win. We're so gonna win. And yeah, so that's on Friday. And then we also have so Friday is an excursion, but then you are off to races with your dinner of choice.
Correct. Yeah.
And that way you can experience downtown Vail or Vail Village, right? Is
Yeah,
what it's
so
called.
cute.
So cute. It reminds me of almost like a town in Disneyland.
Oh yeah, I can
Right?
see it. Like the little wooden
Oh,
storefronts and stuff.
like
So
if
cute.
whatever you are envisioning in your head of what a quaint mountain escape would look like, that is what Vail Village looks like. And Nicole, I know you're listening to this. Nicole texted me and she said one of her friends actually manages a whiskey room in Vail Village. So I have the contact information. Thank you, Nicole. We will look into that. Super cool space. I know the men really love whiskey. So.
I was just thinking that. I'm like, I already know who's going there.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so fun. I'm excited.
I'm really stoked. And we have a dinner planned, a finale dinner planned. Oh, I totally skipped over Saturday.
Well, it's similar in concept, kind of like we've always done. There's kind of 2 days of the same lineup, just different speakers, different excursion, whatnot. But I think this is where we've really learned a lot over the last 2 years, is that this group likes to have fun at that finale dinner.
Yeah. So we have a very amazing venue. It's gonna be under the stars, under the moon, right by the pool. Is there a fireplace there?
I don't know, actually. I want to say I saw that in the pictures, but again, we haven't actually been there, so I'm not totally sure.
Well, we've actually managed to close off the pool just for our party, and we're going to have dinner under the stars.
Dinner under the stars. And then of course, after dinner, you move into the dancing.
The dancing.
The dancing.
The dancing, guys, it's like the grand finale of our event. Like it our first retreat was at the Culinary Institute of America, and there was not supposed to be dancing, but somehow this group created a dance floor. And
This group created a dance floor, got us in trouble at the CIA multiple times because they kept turning the music up, ran through all of the tequila.
They were doing shots, and the bartender
You were
was
not supposed to be doing that.
To be doing shots.
Yeah. So we definitely learned that this group likes to have a lot of fun at the end of their retreats.
Yeah.
So last year we rented our own wedding venue, brought in a DJ.
How amazing was that?
Catered it, full bar, everything. So everyone could be as loud and rowdy as they wanted to. And that's basically what we're doing again this year.
It's it's gonna be bigger and better and better than ever.
Everyone wants that stuff. I mean, you come, you learn so much, but really it's about the community and you get to know each other very well. Yeah. You get to see a side of people you didn't know existed.
Yeah. And even if you are an introvert, there are a lot of introverts in the group, but there is something magical that happens when you are in the same room of people who know exactly what you're going through in your practices, in your home lives. It's a release.
Yes.
And
that's a great way to put it.
Yeah. You need to experience it in person. It's magical. And it's the reason why people keep coming back.
Yeah.
And it's the reason why we love hosting this, because there is nothing like it in our industry as of yet, at least that I know of.
No, not in this kind of format.
No.
Because we're not the traditional come sit in a class, write a few notes, go to the exhibit hall. Like that's not how this is coordinated at all. And it's really friendships that you continue on through the rest of the year. And I mean, people that I think are like lifelong friends now.
Yeah.
That
you
like
just vacation
together. Yeah. Just the connections you make. But you learn so much and you really have like an intimate setting with also like industry leaders.
Yeah.
With the speakers and stuff too. It's not just like they're running off to, I don't know, whatever they do normally in between lectures. They're joining us for the excursions. They're joining us for these meals. Like you are really getting immersed with like dental stars. I don't know. Is that the right word to put it? But
that is the perfect way to describe it.
Yeah.
And it is. Yeah. From sun up to sundown.
Yes.
We are
together.
We're together and we're building community, and it's so special.
Yeah.
And I mean, so let's talk about the mastermind for a second here, because one thing that I really love about the group is the ability to meet and like share things, very personal things, sometimes numbers, anything, in a safe space. And that's what really pushes you to grow. That's what makes us better. That's what also makes us feel like we're not alone in whatever we're struggling with. And the mastermind is created just for that reason. Like we go to these conferences, we learn a ton of stuff, but there isn't that camaraderie or accountability to implement. And so the mastermind is going to take place soon.
Correct.
We are gathering the details, but the reason why it is a paid mastermind is because we need people with skin in the game. Like if I'm going to tell you basically the things that keep me up at night, or even my biggest wins in marketing and how we're like crushing it, like I want people who are not going to divulge that information to anyone.
Yeah.
And I also want people who are going to push me to be better. So there is going to be an application process. This is very different than consulting. So I've paid for different consultants over the years. They range from spending $2,000 a month to through $3,500 a month. And usually that is like you and your one consultant.
Mhm.
And it's like an hour long call a
Yeah.
month. But this is something where I feel like let's be a cohort of doctors and let's brainstorm. It's a think tank.
Mhm.
Like if you listen to podcasts, you know that masterminds are sometimes tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
I was listening to a business podcast and it was you have to be making $1 million to even apply to it. And so that's what I want for this group. Like, let's not just have people who have an opinion about everything. Because
Yeah.
if you listen to the masses, you'll get what the masses get. And if you want your life and your practice and everything in it to be extraordinary, I'm looking for the people who aren't necessarily posting on social media all the time. Like, these are the people who are secretly crushing it,
Yeah.
who probably have a lot of opinions that they've just honestly kept to themselves.
Yeah.
Because if you go in the group, it's like, it's very easy to post a question and get a plethora of answers,
Mhm.
but you have no idea who is giving that advice.
Yeah.
And I want people who I know are already vetted, who already have a proven track record of success, and who honestly have an ability to be vulnerable and
Yeah.
honest, and just want the betterment of the group as a whole. So if you are looking for something like that, where you can grow deeper in connection and push the envelope of what is possible in your practice, then reach out to us. We're going to keep it at 10 max.
Yeah.
Like 10 people max. And then those 10 people are going to be invited to join us in Vail a day before the actual
Mhm.
event starts. So instead of flying in on Thursday, we're going to have you fly in on Wednesday, and then we're going to mastermind in person. We're going to pick some cool venues in
Yeah.
Vail Village, and we're going to do a deep dive into all of our practices, all of the strategies, and that's going to be the perfect way to kick off this year's retreat.
Mhm.
So that is, if you want to be one of the 10, reach out to us. And I think a lot of the spots have already been spoken for. So we
Yeah.
do have just a handful of spots remaining. So we will let you know the details about that, and including the start date. So
Correct.
yeah.
Yes.
And just so that you're aware, it is going to be a $4.99 a month buy-in.
Mhm.
It's And honestly, that is pennies on the dollar for what you can actually get from a valuable mastermind.
Mhm.
So $4.99. There's only going to be 10. You're going to meet with me, and Colin is going to be there too, like making sure we're taking notes and implementing. But it's also going to be 9 other successful doctors.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
I'm excited for it.
We're going to meet once a month.
Correct. 2 hours.
You're going to know all the things that we're doing at Smile & Co. Numbers, all the things.
Just keeping it real. I
Yeah.
think that's what I love most about this group of people.
Yeah.
Is keeping it real. And I'm not a dentist, but I learned so much, just like life things, that you can apply to practices and beyond, really.
Yes. Yes. So it is going to be an application process because, like I said, we want to vet whoever is going to join the mastermind. And if you are interested, send an email to, I would say, Colin at smilingcompany.com, COLLIN at smilingcompany.com, or reach out on Instagram.
Yeah.
I think Instagram is the best way. The making.of on Instagram.
Yeah.
Girl Colin, Ashley Joves DDS. And yeah, and we'll see you in our private closed session in Vail.
I mean, who doesn't want some extra time in person in Vail?
And we cover the cost of like the meals when you come in too. So yeah, it's gonna be a good time. And then where can they find all of the information about how to purchase tickets, Colin?
So if you go to our website, it's the making of shoot.
The making of podcast.com.
Thank you. You know, words and things like that just never come to me. So go to our website. We'll put it in the show notes too. And there's just a tab there that says retreat.
Yeah.
It gives you those details again, like we've talked about today. Pictures, videos from last year. You can kind of get a feel for what it looks like. And then click that, it takes you to an Eventbrite website, and then you can purchase your tickets there.
Yes. And it is all inclusive. So all the fun, all the meals, the drinks, and most importantly, the DJ. The dancing is
and all the great speakers.
Oh yeah.
The learning.
Oh yeah. Yeah. The actual learning part. Yeah.
We haven't even talked about who's coming yet,
No,
but that'll be
that.
another day. We're almost out of time.
Yes. Okay. So message us, guys, and join us at the Four Seasons, Vail, Colorado, September 19th to 21st. And message us about the mastermind. And we will see you guys soon. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.